Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.
One of the newest attractions in the town of Hertford is centered on catfish, but you won't find any menus there. Rob Holliday shows us how a new museum in Hertford is honoring catfish without plates or silverware.
For years, Hertford has honored its favorite son along Highway 17 just outside of town. But these days, there's a more three-dimensional tribute to the five-time World Series champion, the Jim Catfish Hunter Museum.
Catfish on my line, catfish.
The nickname was the idea of Hunter's first big league boss, Charles Finley, and stuck throughout his career, except in Hertford.
Everybody said, hey, Catfish Hunter's pizza. Who? Catfish? No, it's Jimmy Hunter. You know, Jimmy, everybody around here called him Jimmy.
Hunter pitched in the majors for 15 seasons before retiring to Hertford after the 1979 campaign. Having a homegrown major leaguer was great for the town.
Well, it brought a lot of notoriety to Hertford. I mean, even now, a lot of times when you go off somewhere, they say, where are you from? Hertford, North Carolina. Oh, that's where Catfish Hunter's from.
Complications from the disease ALS took Hunter's life in 1999, but the devotion of his legions of fans continued, and so did their trips to his hometown.
We have the visitor center at the Chamber building, and people kept coming in asking, did we have anything for Jim Catfish Hunter?
The answer was no for many years, but Sid Ely and Charles Woodard, both friends of Hunter's, began to change that.
You want to honor somebody who did good.
Ely built the museum's collection from the ground up. All of the items comprising it so far have been donated by fans, family members, and people in the community.
I had one gentleman said, I have every year baseball cards. Can I donate those to you?
The Catfish Hunter Museum takes fans through every stage of the Hall of Famer's career, with stops at Perquimans High School and the day Hunter signed his first contract with the Kansas City Athletics in 1964.
And his parents had to co-sign because he was only 17 years old.
The team moved to Oakland in 1968, and it was in California that Catfish's career took off.
Jimmy won 20 or more ball games 5 years in a row, won the Cy Young Award. He threw a perfect game against the Minnesota Twins.
Hunter graced the cover of Sports Illustrated twice during his stay in Oakland, and both magazines are part of the museum's collection. In 1974, Hunter had 3 World Series rings to his name and a contract dispute with his owner.
And then we had a bidding war, and the Yankees won the bidding war, and Jimmy signed for $3.75 million and became the first millionaire in baseball.
The signing made headlines nationwide and even prompted Bob Dylan to get out his songbook. Catfish continued his dominance in Yankee pinstripes, winning 2 more World Series rings. The museum features several baseballs signed by fellow Yankee greats like Joe DiMaggio and Mickey Mantle, and that's not the only significant ink on display.
This is a paycheck from the Yankees. We believe one of his last paychecks, $12/31/79, and for a whole $6,627.
Hunter was inducted into baseball's Hall of Fame in 1987, and the museum features a limited edition Louisville Slugger created to mark the occasion. If you leave the museum wanting to learn even more about Catfish Hunter, the town of Hertford here has several locations you can check out, all of which pay tribute to the Hall of Famer. Places like the field where Hunter played high school ball, which is still used by Perquimans High today. A few hundred yards from the pitcher's mound is the spot where Catfish Hunter was ultimately laid to rest. There's also a full-size tribute to Hunter in Hertford's main square. During his playing days and after he retired, Catfish Hunter never let his accomplishments stand in the way of his accessibility.
He was big in the community for doing good for other people. He would come in, try to come in at least once or twice a week, sit back there with me and sign baseballs, and the people bring gloves, bats, anything. He never turned anybody down.
It's that spirit that continues today as the museum that bears his name catches on. Sid Ely hopes to add more items to the collection, which is drawing interest from across the country.
We had people came in from New Jersey today and from upstate New York, and these people knew Jimmy, saw him pitch. I've had people from Oakland to come.
In Hertford, I'm Rob Holliday for North Carolina Weekend.
The Jim Catfish Hunter Museum is located in the Chamber Building in Hertford, and they're open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 4:30 and from 10 to noon on most Saturdays. Give the Chamber a call at 252-426-5657 or go online to visitperquimans.com.
Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.